Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today to share some lovely new indie patterns and some gorgeous fabrics with you for some super sewing inspiration. Let's get started. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of the video, I just want to point out that we are proudly displaying our 100k subscribers play button that we were sent by YouTube. Less than 1% of YouTube channels achieve this milestone, so it does feel a real sort of special moment, and I just had to acknowledge it with all of you because I just want to say a massive heartfelt thank you to all of you for supporting us, for commenting, for subscribing, and most importantly to our lovely customers, because placing orders through our website is the best way that you can support me to keep making this content. So thank you, all of you, from the bottom of my heart for helping us to achieve that. It really is wonderful. So on that note, let's carry on spreading the sewing joy and let's have a look at these lovely new patterns that I've got for you today. So the first one is by Wardrobe by Me, and it's called the Puff Shirt. It comes in sizes 0 to 24, and a 24 is a 49.5 inch bust, 42.5 inch waist and 52.5 inch hip. And it's a really lovely shirt. Personally, I love a shirt. I wear them an awful lot. It's got lots of nice little sewing details on it. Nice contemporary sort of boxy fit. It looks like it has got bust darts, but it's quite sort of loose fitting. It's got a lovely curved dipped hem, which I really like as well as a nice little detail. It's got a crew neck and button down front, optional patch pocket. It's got shoulder yokes, and then the really lovely thing about this shirt is the sleeve. So you've got a sort of straight sleeve at the top, and then there's a seam sort of halfway down the sleeve or just above the elbow. It looks like it would probably fall, and then there's a gathered fuller piece that makes it into the full length sleeve, which is finished with a narrow cuff, and there is a placket. So I think that's a great sewing detail to learn how to do. I've done a shirt placket on a cuff before. It does take a little bit of patience, and you know, it kind of, I think it's one of those sewing techniques from memory. When I first did it, I sort of couldn't quite get my head around it at first, but I just persevered. I put the pattern pieces together, and then that helped me to understand how to bring the fabric together, but I felt brilliant when I mastered that one. I really enjoyed doing it, and yeah, I just think it's a really lovely shirt pattern with some lovely quirky details. The yoke across the back has got some gathering under it as well, so it's just a nice sort of balance really, I think, between sort of you know, boxy, contemporary, simple, sort of fairly simple silhouette, but then just some little details to elevate it and make it different. And I thought you could use our gorgeous embroidered cotton to make that pattern. It's so pretty. We had this last year, a similar design, slightly different, in a coral colourway and a lilac colourway, and we've managed to get this beautiful coral one again this year, and I just think that would look wonderful sewn up into the puff shirt. Or if you're more of a plain person, we have got this lovely just simple white seersucker fabric. So it's got it's sort of a textured finish to it if you're not familiar with seersucker, but just really lovely classic white, perfect for spring and summer, and I think that would work very well too for that shirt. The next pattern by Wardrobe by Me I want to share is the Abbey dress. Just a lovely, pretty dress. I think it would be something that would be easy to throw on. It doesn't look very complicated to sew. Looks like it's got some sort of elasticated detail around the waist, and then it's got a tiered gathered skirt, which I always love. It's got a V front with a centre front seam, and then it's got short sleeves, but it's got a little sort of frill, I don't know what you'd call that, just a little frill piece that sticks out from the shoulder seam where the sleeve joins the bodice, there's just like a little frill detail that's sandwiched between those two layers. So very pretty, I think very easy to wear, comes in a size 0 to 24 again. And the fabric I chose for that one is a new fabric which I just know people are going to love. It's this beautiful sort of pale cornflower blue colour. I think it's a viscose, but all of the descriptions, all the patterns, all the fabrics, they're all on our website, so do look at the links below, you'll find them all there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a viscose. It's a nice, quite sort of weighty viscose. It's not like a very flimsy one. It's got a really nice sort of weight and drape to it, but it's still got all that lovely movement. And yeah, I just think that Abbey dress would look beautiful sewn up in that, such a calming hue, that colour. And then the last wardrobe by me pattern I wanted to share, which runs up to a size 4XL, is the boyfriend sweater. It's just a very classic oversized sweater, and I love a sweatshirt pattern. I think they whip up quickly and easily, and I find lots of times when I want to wear them. It's got a drop shoulder, a crew neck, and then, you know, probably you'd want to use ribbing perhaps at the hem and the cuffs if you can get it. If not, you could just use the sweatshirt fabric. It just won't cinch in as much as if you use ribbing. But it would be a lovely simple sew, but something I know I would reach for a lot in my wardrobe. And in my head for ages, I have had just a nice simple sweater in this beautiful lilac sweatshirt fabric that we've got that I absolutely adore, perfect for this time of year. I'm not getting round to making this sweater, and it has been in my head for a very long time, so maybe I just need to crack on and do that one before I get into anything else, because it has been on my mind for a long time, and I think the boyfriend sweater would look great sewn up in that. The next pattern I want to share with you is the Closet Core Sepia pattern. So this is shorts and trousers, and as always with Closet Core, so much to love. So many lovely little details, so well thought out. The waist is elasticated by the looks of it. I'm just checking, yeah, waistband elastic. So yeah, it's like a deep elasticated waistband with a drawstring. I don't know whether that's a faux drawstring or a real drawstring. But the real sort of standout feature, I think, on this shorts and trousers pattern is the lovely dramatic pockets on the front. I just love the style of those. Look like really deep pockets, but just make a really good statement on the front of the trousers as well. Lots of lovely top stitching detail. You can make like almost like a barrel leg style or a straight leg style, and then you've got your shorts as well. Patch pockets for the back as well. Just lots and lots of really well thought out detail. They're rating it as 2 out of 5 for difficulty, so probably something that would be relatively easy to sew up. And your fabrics you want for this are crisp wovens with some degree of structure, so light to mid-weight linens, chambrays, broadcloths, denims, twills and canvas and that sort of thing. They are screaming out to be sewn up in our beautiful linen cotton mixed fabric, which I promote every year because I love it, because I've made lots of things in it myself. I think it's the perfect weight for those trousers. I think they would look fabulous sewn up in this, and this is the sort of I don't know how to describe this red. It's a really beautiful red. It's not a rusty red, I wouldn't say, but it's not like a pillar box red either. It's just a nice hue. And then we've got this in like navy blue, we've got white, we've got pale sandy colour, we've got bright pink, we've got a peacocky sort of colour, we've got like a jade green. There are so many colours in this fabric, and it washes and wears well, it sews beautifully, and I think it would be perfect for those trousers. Then the next pattern is also from Closet Core, and it's the Azure dress top and skirt. The dress can be made in 2 lengths, either a maxi or a sort of midi, just below the knee length, I think. and it's just got a very simple shell top bodice with bust darts which come up at an angle, which I always love, almost like a French dart. Not as deep as a French dart, because usually they start down here somewhere, and I do love those. I love the shape they create. But these are bust darts that are coming more from sort of the side seam here and shorter. But again, just quirky, coming up at that angle. I think one of their other patterns that I've made had those, the Cielo top and dress, which we've also got on our website. You'll find links to all these patterns and fabrics. They're all available to buy on our website. Yeah, I think the Cielo top and dress had those bust darts as well, and I just like them because they're quite quirky. And then you've got this lovely asymmetric design where you've got tiers of fabric going down in an asymmetric sort of jaunty angle, and then it's finished with a straight hem. So just something really different and unusual. And then you've got the option to make a skirt with the asymmetric sort of gathered tiers in the sort of below the knee length or the full maxi length, and then the shell top is like a boxy sort of cropped, quite loose fitting, I think, shell top, and it looks great with the skirt. I really love the idea of that. The closet core patterns, by the way, both come up to a size 20, which is a 46 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip. And again, this one's rated as 2 out of 5 for difficulty. So yeah, I don't think this one would be too tricky at all. And I thought that I've been dying to make something as well with this beautiful, flame coloured. I just love this colour at this time of year. It really makes me think of like holidays, and yeah, just wearing it with like a nice white and gold accessories. I love it. But I thought you could make the skirt in this beautiful, it's like a satin polyester fabric. You'll find all the details on our website, but it's got that subtle embossed animal print on it, which I absolutely love. And then you could make the cropped boxy shell top. We've got some dashwood cotton poplin fabric that I've used to make a white shirt before, and I think that would be crisp and hold the structure really well. So you'd have like a contrast of that crisp boxy top with the like lovely flowing skirt, and I think that would balance itself out beautifully and look really good. And then the next pattern is from Tilly and the Buttons. It's the Cece joggers and shorts. So these have got optional colour blocking, and also can be sort of mixed and matched with the Drew sweatshirt, which is another Tilly pattern which we've also got on the site. And Vicky, one of our team members, made it recently. I showed it on a recent video. It was a really fun project. She really enjoyed doing all the colour blocking, and I showed you like we've got a range of sweatshirt fabrics in lots of different colours to choose from. The Tilly pattern goes up to a size 15 or 34. Which is a 53 waist and a 61 hip, so really nice and size inclusive. And I would use, we've got lots of lovely sweatshirt fabrics. I've already shown you that gorgeous lilac colour that I love. We have got more sort of neutral colours as well, but also we've just restocked some of these gorgeous glitter sweatshirt fabrics, which I just think are so pretty. We've got it in this lovely sort of pale powdery pink, and it's just got this very subtle glitter running through it, but it's not scratchy, or it's lovely and soft. It's fleece backed, and it also comes in a beautiful mint green colourway that I've used to make a closet core sweatshirt as well. So just while I'm standing up as well, I'm wearing a Vicky Sews pattern that I made today, and we have recently restocked this fabric as well. It's a viscose. It's a lighter weight viscose, so do bear that in mind. But yeah, perfect for this dress. But I just thought I'd mention that while I'm on the video, because I think it was really popular at the time, and we've managed to get some more of it. So anyway, that's now on the website as well. And then finally, there's a new style art pattern that I wanted to share with you, which is the Suzie knit dress. And I really like this because it is a faux wrap dress. So you haven't got that whole worry of, the actual wrap bit blowing open when you're outside or whatever. That can be a little bit, depending on the sort of cut and the design of the pattern. But it's got that lovely crossover at the top to create the lovely V-neck without having that concern of anything being open at the bottom and the side. There's an inner front panel as well, and yeah, you've got your option for your cap sleeve or your long sleeve, 3/4 length, or you can just cut to your desired length. The style art patterns all go from a 4 to a 16 and then from an 18 to a 30, so they're really size inclusive as well. And I've noticed lots of them are coming now with a QR code on them, so there's an accompanying tutorial for lots of the patterns now, so if you do need any help with them, you can check that out. But I think this would be quite an easy sew, and the fabric I chose for this one, there's two different ones actually, but I wanted to show you this because I don't think I've shown you this yet. But this is a lovely, I think it's a viscose jersey, or it might be a cotton jersey, I can't remember, but all the details are on our website. But just a lovely classic sort of French navy, I would call it, with the white floral design, just lovely and fresh, perfect for spring and summer. And then if you prefer more of an abstract print, we have also restocked this one. This absolutely flew out the door recently, you all loved it. I'm not surprised. I want to make a dress out of this as well. I've got a holiday dress in mind for this one, but I just absolutely love it. I think this is a viscose jersey, and I think the Suzie dress would work really well in that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that roundup today. As I mentioned, they're all available on our websites, the patterns, the fabrics, everything's there, so do jump on and take a look. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.